You know, it's quite evident that the whole election was a sham. What happened on the 27th was unacceptable in any language.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Henk, for actually giving us the opportunity to ask you just a few questions, actually. So I just want to know, as a president of the RP, what is your take on the election crisis that is actually happening now, like in Namibia, with the dates being extended and all that?
You know, it's quite evident that the whole election was a sham. What happened on the 27th was unacceptable in any language. To have people standing in lines and in queues for 11 hours to vote while there are no ablution facilities, toilet facilities, in the sun, and then even the mobile teams where they went out without ballot papers. It is actually unbelievable what happened. I think I've been through all the elections since independence, and this is the worst one by far. It just shows the total incompetence of the ECN. I've said before the election that, as far as I'm concerned, they have no integrity, and it shows. I personally think that this was done deliberately. So, as I say, Zimbabwean-style, to keep the process slow, to frustrate the people to go home, not to vote, and this is also why thousands of people did not vote. And then all of a sudden, after Thursday, they all of a sudden got the people to vote again today, tomorrow, and Sunday. I don't know until when. And the reason for that is just because they want to up the figures, because they know that the percentage of voters were so low, which would have been So in other words, what I'm saying is that they were just chasing figures and numbers. This is what they're doing now. The fact that they only have polling stations in certain areas, it seems to me mostly in areas where SWAPO think they've got a lot of support. But in any case, as far as I'm concerned, what they're doing now is unconstitutional. You cannot have that. But we're talking about that. What we think should happen. I'm quite happy that the opposition parties came together as totally united. And decided something needed to be done. Whatever, we still have to decide. But at least, for the sake of the people who were so resilient during this whole process, standing in lines and in queues and in heat and very difficult circumstances, and they stood there because they wanted to vote. That is amazing. I've got such a lot of respect. But because of that, we cannot ever allow this to happen again. The disrespect from the ECN side for our people, because the way they organized this election, it's unacceptable. So as far as I'm concerned, if I had the authority, I would have sacked a whole lot of them. Oh, for sure.
So, like you mentioned that actually the election is being done in the Zimbabwean style, and with now the propaganda that is as well, not the propaganda that is going on right now, that the SWAPO is actually working in cahoot with the ZANU-PF is like, what do you say? Is that true, or what do you say as an opposition party? Like, how did that actually come about?
Well, I don't know. I read that and speculation, which I say and think is pure speculation. But I won't be surprised. I mean, what happened was what they did in Zimbabwe. But this is the wrong country to try it. You cannot try it with the Namibians. It's not going to work. We are not puppets. We are not under threat. We will not allow anybody to oppress us. And so they are in the wrong country, and they've tried it properly. If it was a Zimbabwean, the ZANU-PF were involved, just by telling them what to do and how to do it. I think they got it wrong, and time will tell. But I'm quite sure it will be very clear that they made a serious mistake.
And you know, like yesterday, the opposition parties had a meeting with the ECN, and there was a lot of altercations and also then some decisions that were made. And that few hours after that as well, the president announced that the election days will actually be extended. So with the people still voting, and also now the results also being put out as well at the same time. So are the opposition parties going to accept that result that is going to be taken out, the outcome as well for today and tomorrow as well? Or what can the opposition parties going to do, especially now they're actually working together as Namibian opposition parties?
I think it's early days. We just started to discuss all that happened, and we are going to come together again to decide on the way forward. But I think what's important is that the opposition is together, and we decided whatever we're going to do, we'll do together as a united opposition, which is very good. And we do that for the sake of our people, of every Namibian. This banana republic style that took place now with this election, our people don't deserve that. They deserve better. But if you are in the ruling party and you want to stay in power, I've said it before the election, SWAPO will do whatever legally and illegally to stay in power. But I don't think they're going to succeed this time. As far as I'm concerned, there's no way that they could have won this election. But we will look at the results for what it's worth. I think for me it's just going to be academic, because we all agree that what happened was not right.
Yeah.
Now the big question is what to do now, and this is what we're talking about.
Yeah, and with all the meetings that's currently have been happening, have the opposition parties actually able to come together on the same table with the ruling party to kind of like discuss the burning issues currently at the moment?
No, the ruling party and the ECN will not talk to us. Well, not the ruling party. We will not talk to the ruling party. We've got nothing to say to them. The ECN. You can think for yourself, why would they come to us? They don't react, they don't respond. So that's that. We know them, and that's why. Why would you engage with an organization that is obviously incompetent, most probably corrupt in their actions? So why would you waste time to go into talks with them? We did it during the voting process. We brought all these under their attention. The things that went wrong, missing lack of ballot papers, polling stations opening up too late, some just closing up, not allowing people to finish voting and stuff like that. So we did that with them. But that is about what one can do.
All right.
For the rest, now, we will wait and see what's going to happen with this extended voting period, and then we will take a decision after that.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Henk.
Pleasure.